Hey, how's it going, guys? It is Monday. Was it August? Is it August already? August 10th? Wow, time flies, man. Uh, just want to kind of ramble for a minute while people jump on. So we'll see. Um, yeah, man, it's been it was a wackadoo weekend. I went to meet my brother who lives up in Cheyenne. He's about 2 hours north. So we meet halfway to watch a movie from time to time. And I got almost there, and I sprung a leak in my coolant system and almost overheated. Ended up not stranded, but kind of stuck. And then tried to get a service to provide a tow truck. After like 4 hours, I gave up, and then ended up today. I had, we're down to one vehicle, so it's take wife to work, take kids to school, drive an hour north, and then I still had to wait an hour and a half, 2 hours for the tow truck. But yeah, and then tomorrow I get to do that all again to go pick it up and blast a big hole in my wallet. So lost. It'll be like 2 full days of work that I'll have lost just because of this. It's kind of super sucks. I got a lot of Operation Recall stuff I need to finish this week for Carson for Operation Recall. Yeah. Hey, Mom. My number one fan. Someone else is here. Yeah, so real close on the. I think I talked about it last time. I'm not sure. I've got my batteries figured out for my Fallout laser rifle. It's all 3D print. I got like a 3D printed spring situation going on here. Pretty cool. Like this little pigtail printed is one piece, and pretty cool. So now the batteries will be removable. They won't be kind of stuck in place. I'm pretty proud of this one. It's a simple, silly thing, but I just wanted to try something and it worked. Every once in a while. All right. Sorry about that. But a bunch of people just tuned in and then left. So I'm gonna work on this off camera a little bit. Just don't want to drop anything. So I've got a test print here of the thing I've been trying to knock out for the Patreon. So I should look on what's it called? I should look in Fusion and see when I started this. It was. I don't think it was late last year. I think it was early this year. Let me see. So unprofessional. No. That's weird. That doesn't matter. So, sometime early this year, I started this thing. And just about there. So there's some stuff that needs to be glued, but there's the Battle Bear. So this is a test print. So it's got some range of motion on the front skis. The final version has a greater range of motion. It's got the guns that are kind of articulate there. Got the cap for the engine. So pretty good. The feet are going to be a little tight. It's like that on the original design. I've given it some extra space. Like the figures will definitely go in. You're just gonna have to kind of probably point their toes in, slide them in. But other than that, it's super close. Again, I gotta all that stuff's gotta get glued down. So I'm pretty happy with the track system I've kind of got set up here. I'm working on the actual track now. Actually, as soon as we're done, I'm going to start this print. I have so I'm doing a TPU, like a loop, a circle, and I think that's just going to be an easier one to do first, and then I'm just kind of as an exercise for myself. I'm doing like an actual linked track, but that's gonna take a little more finessing, I suspect. So I had done a linked track for the pack rat with the missiles, and even classified scale. There just wasn't a lot of. It was just real small, and it made it kind of dainty and delicate. This is easily twice that size, maybe more. So I think it's not going to be a problem. And the plan is build it as a printed plate, so it's just one long strip. You peel that off your plate, and then you'll have like a pin that links it together, the two ends. So we'll see. Now I bought a Bambu brand TPU that's AMS compatible, and I was reading today the reason it's AMS compatible is because it's actually kind of hard, which is possibly going to make what I'm doing not work. I've ordered the softest. I want to say it's like TPU 95 alpha, or 90 alpha. I ordered that. That's coming. That's the softest one that Bambu makes. So that probably my best bet for having the tread that works. Hey, GI Customs popped in. Thank you. I think it's just you and my mom. So cool. Thank you. I was just talking about the Polar Battle Bear. So yeah, it it was always a fun toy. I had a friend down the street that had it. I never had it. Super jealous of it. Love. I want to say it's issue 11. I think that has Snow Job and I think Doc on the cover. Um, yeah, it's just one of those really pretty iconic things. I just it came and went. I don't know that I ever saw one in a store. I lived in the middle of cornfield though, so it's not actually terribly surprising. Um, yeah. Once we're done, I fired the printers back up. I've almost got all the pieces, the second version or a test print for the Fallout laser rifle. Like I had done one. My intention was to just do the one for my brother, but based on how that turned out, like I've made a couple little tweaks, and I got to just make sure that everything works. So it's a bunch of pieces. It's a bunch of pieces, and I'm doing it in different colors. So it's taking time between test printing other things and cars breaking down and whatnot. So um, yeah, not terribly too much to report. If anyone's got any questions, go ahead and pop them into the chat. Otherwise, this is gonna have been a real quick one. I do need to nail down and quit being squirrely about which thing I'm doing next for the Patreon after the Polar Battle Bear. I've got it half done. Like just as I started to work on it, I got the call that I had to go pick my wife up from work, so I didn't finish. Thank you, GI Customs. Man, you really made me lose track. Oh yeah, so the next thing that I want to work on for the Patreon that's kind of GI Joe themed is probably Destro's Despoiler, something much closer to the original version. A good handful of people have commented about that and asked me for it. I've wanted to do it for a long time. Obviously, if you bought Destro, you got the new despoiler. But I guess a lot of people are kind of dissatisfied with it. I have it. I got it actually yesterday. I haven't opened it yet. Yeah, I like that thing though. Like at some point, and somebody has done the demon, but at some point I'm going to do a demon, and then I'll be able to land my despoiler on it, and all will be right with the world. Let's see. So I think this Sunday, it's possible we're going to have Viper 6 come on to the G.I. Joe 3D printing podcast and do a demo of a scan, and then like making changes in Blender. So that'll be really good. I am not a Blender dude, so it'll be fun to watch and see how some of these other programs work. A Toynomic Tray, welcome. This is a quick one. I've kind of already talked through most of the good stuff. Yeah, so Viper 6 is going to possibly be on this weekend. If the schedule doesn't work out, then it'll be me, and I'll be doing like part 2 of the Desert Scorpion pack. That's where I think it was Valor versus Venom was where this was introduced. There's this kind of electronic scorpion that works as a backpack, and then it can kind of have its guns over the shoulders of the Sand Viper, and its claw and main kind of weapon thing come off, and then the figure can hold the claw and the gun. These two things. So it's a cool little toy. But we're gonna make it so it's 3D printable and in scale for the Sand Viper. So that'll be pretty cool. One way or another, there's gonna be some 3D design demo stuff happening this Sunday. So good stuff. We should start a drinking game where every time I say kind of put my eyes up like, what am I gonna say next? You take a drink. I've got some coconut water. It was on clearance. So yeah, Fallout laser rifle definitely within the next couple days. That'll be done. Files up. I gotta reprint the base too. That's the worst. The base is huge. Yeah, Polar Battle Bear. A little luck. That's by the end of the week. Oh, I got that other job too. I got lots to do. And then probably a despoiler next. Just to be timely with it. I have a ton of stuff I want to do. Oh man, yeah, I've got a ton of stuff to do. But I think now that Destro's hit, now's the time to try and knock the despoiler out. Hopefully, relatively quickly. On the bright side, there's not a lot of like interacting parts. You've got the swivel with the gun, the 2 missiles that come out, and that's kind of it. So it'll be interesting to see. You know, it's so much smaller. I might be able to print the thing in one piece. That would be pretty cool. And just the black, the main part, instead of doing like a sandwich, just print it in one piece. And if I can make it where the supports allow that, that'll be pretty cool. And then just snap all the other gold stuff on there. That potentially could go quick, man. It's just not that big. If I can just get all the angles and stuff right, it'll come together quick. I'm curious now. I might be able to do that in like a day if I got left alone. So, all right, that's kind of it, guys. Real quick one tonight. I just this works better for me than posting a bunch of comments and stuff. Oh, so I am toying with the idea of doing a second Patreon. that would be specific for tabletop gaming. I talked about this a couple weeks ago on the other podcast. I got all was it Operation Cobra? Like I went all in on this game, and just because I wanted like all the minis, and it looks great. I'm really excited to paint this stuff soon. Maybe the maps that come with it, obviously they're all flat, they're cardboarded and unfolds, and I really like the idea of making the maps. So you would put down the map as is, but if there's a car there, I have the car that you put on top of it. If it's a statue, I've got the statue that goes down, or a wall or stair, whatever, just to make it three-dimensional. I think that'd be cool. It, I think I could deliver one or two things a month, because they're less complicated. Like the details on there, but because they're small and they're meant to be printed at like a tabletop gaming scale, there's certain levels of detail that I just wouldn't do. And there's certainly, if I did a car, it wouldn't have like a working steering wheel. It would just be a single thing that somebody would print, more likely resin than FDM. Well, do what you want. But everything I think I could pull it off, but it'd be like, it's such a different thing. Like I don't want to do both on the same Patreon and just confuse the shit out of everybody. So I think that way, if just tabletop people just want tabletop stuff, they can do that one. That'd be pretty cool. So we'll see. If I do it, I'm gonna knock out a bunch of them. I say a bunch, like 4. So I'm like ahead. So just in case like work picks up or whatever, I can still stay on top of it and deliver. So we'll see. I'm gonna take a look at the map for the main game and see what things make sense to do. Get an idea how realistic and fun. Like I'm a tabletop dude, so that'll be cool. All right, I think that's it. I'm gonna wrap it up. It's pretty quick. I'm gonna try and do this again next Monday. Hopefully, I can say like, "Ooh, this is done and this is done." Get some files uploaded. So hopefully, thanks again, guys, and catch you next time.